Hi, everyone. Happy Thursday. I pray that all of you have had a beautiful, blessed day so far. So I just want to encourage those that are waiting on the Lord, keep waiting on the Lord. It doesn't matter how long you've been waiting. Just because something hasn't happened yet doesn't mean that it never will. But we have to trust God's timing for our life. God's timing is perfect, and God's timing is not always our timing. So while we think we're ready for something, God knows what we're ready for. He knows what we're not ready for. So maybe your prayer hasn't been answered. Maybe you haven't received that thing that you've been praying about because it's not God's timing for your life. Maybe you're not ready to receive that thing that you've been praying about. Maybe it's not in God's will for your life. Maybe He has something better in store for you. So just be encouraged that you're not alone, that I'm in a waiting season. Most of you guys know, for those that follow my channel for a while, that I've been unemployed since February 18th. I have not done any work since February 18th. And so next week is September the 18th. That will be 7 months for me since I've been unemployed. So I'm waiting. I'm waiting for a job. I'm waiting for an opportunity to open up. Not just any opportunity, but the right opportunity, the right job. This year, I believe I've applied to 28 jobs, and I've landed 3 in-person interviews, and I've also landed, I believe 3 phone interviews so far, but I don't have a job yet. So I'm just waiting on God to open the right door. And I know He will in His timing. But while you're waiting, you don't have to wait until you see it to praise God. You can praise God right now. At least that's what I've been doing. I've been praising God in advance, and I've been thanking God in advance for my new job opportunity. And I know it's going to happen soon. And I believe it is going to be this year. We still have 3 months and some change left in the year. So whatever it is that you're believing God for, He is still able to do it before the end of the year is over, if it's in His will to do it. But even if He don't do it, He's still good. And He's still worthy of all the praise and all the glory and all the honor. Even if He don't do it, don't mean He can't. Because there is nothing that God can't do. He can do whatever He wants to do. Like His word says, He'll do the exceedingly. He can do exceedingly abundantly above all we could ever ask or think, according to the power that worketh within us. So even if it don't happen before the end of the year is out, that don't mean that God can't do it, because He can. But we have to trust His timing, because maybe His will may not be to do it this year. His will could be to do it in 2026. His will could be 2027. So we have to trust God's timing for our life, and to be encouraged, because again, just because it hasn't happened yet doesn't mean it never will. Doesn't matter how long you've been waiting, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. Just because it hasn't happened yet doesn't mean it never will.